Hi, everybody. Jack O'Malley here with you. Let me push that back just a little bit there. I just want you to know I almost didn't do this update tonight because I'm just looking at all the anger and the frustration and the comments that in some ways are scary. You can just hear the anger in the thumping on the keyboard, and I get it to a degree. Why did I run? A lot of you, you're a politician. You don't know me. I get that. You don't know me. I'm a guy. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I was an employee who decided to run for office. I'm not a career-long politician. I'm not Pelosi or Schumer or McConnell. I'm Jack, who's been in public office 2 years. Why did I run? Oh, I ran for the big paycheck and the big benefits package, which there isn't. My paycheck, $71,600 a year. Just an FYI, it's public record. Why did I run for? And I have to travel 3 hours to get to work, 3 hours to get back when I come to Lansing. I'm on the phone all the time, or on a Zoom call. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you, I'm a guy. Why did I choose to run? Because I felt I wanted to get involved. I wanted to try. I wanted to do my part to try and make this great country even better. So I run, and then all this crap hits. Nobody expected it, but it's there. And I'm now being blamed and abused and accused of things that are decades-long reasons. And again, Washington versus Lansing, two different animals. That's like having, a Chihuahua and a German Shepherd, both dogs, but they're completely different breeds, right? Lansing, Washington, two different breeds. But we're all politicians, so we're all obviously guilty. I'm just a guy. I'm not a politician. Sorry, I know I have a state representative on my title, but I'm not a politician. I'm a guy trying to get a job done. And why do I do these updates? I was reminded today by Andrew in the office. He said, because I wasn't going to do it. And he said, why'd you start doing this in the first place? You did it because you wanted your people to know what you were doing and what you were up to and try to explain things and reach out because you're trying to do the best you can for the people. I am not perfect. I'm trying to do the best I can, explain to you why things are. But I'm going to not lie to you. Those kind of keyboard comments and those emails I get and those voicemails I get can wear on you. And I know. Who cares, Jack? Politicians suck. I get it. That's why I ran. Because I was frustrated too. So I just want you to know why I'm here, what I'm doing. And I understand your frustration. And you know what? Why don't you do this, Jack? Why don't you do that, Jack? Well, let me give you some examples. Whitmer today, the governor, decided to continue killing restaurants and bars and things like that with this extension. And she's got all this crapola that she says she can spin a yarn to explain why. Let's face it, it's bull. My opinion. So, what can we do? Good question. I'll try to answer that question for you. Well, we went to court with the 1945 law, and we were able to win that. And so the governor went to the DHHS, Department of Health. She knew that was sitting there the whole gosh darn time. But she used it as her backup. So groups have sued, right? We've said these DHHS laws, she's staying just barely this side of legal, but she's this side of legal. So the Restaurant and Lodging Association sued and said, wait, she can't do this. And the court said, yeah, she can. Then just the other day, bowling alleys had a lawsuit, and the court said, nope, it's legal. Shutting you down was legal. Not saying right. Not saying she should have done it. I'm just saying the court says it's legal. So what can we do? We pass resolutions. They don't really mean anything. I'm going to be straight with you. But we can say we did it. We've passed laws that said, hey, 45 law, let's get rid of it, ahead of the initiative, which is a whole nother story. Let's limit DHHS to 28 days like our state emergency code says. She didn't sign it. So we can pass the laws, she doesn't sign it. So ultimately, it's coming down to vote her out, right? 2 years, there's an election. The other issue that people don't think about, but I want to throw this at you. Our Attorney General, Dana Nessel, there are things that I believe she could be fighting the governor on because she's our chief law enforcement officer, right? Dana Nessel. But she's not. Why? Well, you're going to have to ask her. But I believe it's because she and the governor are obviously on the same political side in theory, and so she's not going to buck the governor. So you elected a governor, Whitmer. You also elected an attorney general who enforces the laws and oversees the laws. But she's not very vigorous on that front. And we can talk about the attorney general's slot on another day. But my point is, we are doing what we can do. Oh, Jack, impeach her. Okay, let's talk about impeaching. So we have the votes in the House. We could do it. You're right. We could impeach her. But then we're going to send it over to the Senate. And to boot her out, we would need 2/3. There's no way, I'd be stunned, that the Democrats are going to give us those votes. So let's say we do it. Hear me out. Say we do it. So what do we do by doing something that means absolutely nothing? Because it isn't going to happen. Well, we'll show her that we mean it. Okay, that's good. But this state, there's a lot of people who support our governor, right? So all we really do is, and I was just talking about all this vitriol and all this anger and all that's going to do is pit people against each other even more. But let's carry this out just another step further. Let's say a bunch of Democrats in the Senate say, you know what, let's do it. And we boot her out, right? We impeach her. Send her on her. Pack your bags, Madam Governor. Who takes over? Garland Gilchrist. He's kind of a liberal guy. Oh, so we impeach him too. Oh, then we get Secretary of State Benson, that woman who decided she could mail all those ballot applications out that created massive chaos. She'd be the governor. Oh, great. We'll impeach her too. Oh, then we got Dana Nessel, who I just talked about, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we have to be realistic here. So I get it. People are PO'd, or even worse, but I'm trying to use language here that maybe a child could hear. I'm not happy. I got into this job 2 years ago to try and make a difference. I'm doing my damnedest to do it. You might not like exactly how I'm doing it, and I'm sorry. I really am. But one thing I realize in this job, I can't please everybody. I got it, who I am, the best of my ability. All right? And it falls into the whole. So I'll throw one more in here. We're getting a little long here. I don't want to go too long here. But even on the national level, I've got people who say I haven't done squat to help the governor, to help the president in this situation. Even though I have, I supported him. I signed on to the Texas amicus brief, which created all kinds of hell for me because there are a lot of people who think I'm just a traitor now, when actually what I was saying was, look, let's let the Supreme Court take a look at this. I'm not a constitutional expert. I'm not a lawyer. Let's let the Supreme Court look and say, hey, if there's something to this, let's go for it. If the Supreme Court says there's nothing to this, then I need to accept that because that's the Supreme Court of the land. That's how our system works. So that's what happened. And so I backed off. I said, okay, Supreme Court, I'm out. They said so. So what happens? Minority floor leader, Donna Lazinski, wants me to not be seated as a state representative because I dare ask the Supreme Court of the United States to do something. Think about this. According to floor leader Lazinski, I've done something terrible because I've asked the Supreme Court of the United States to do something. So I thought about this. To paraphrase the great Barbara Mandrell, if asking the Supreme Court of the United States to rule on something is wrong, I don't want to be right. So truly, we are in a situation right now I'll just speak personally. I am damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. And I accept that to a point. What I ask is, everybody bring the emotion level down. I get it. And because I'm trying to be calm here doesn't mean that I'm not fired up. Doesn't mean that I want to get this done. Let me tell you, our rights have been so infringed upon. Our restaurant owners are getting screwed. There is not anything I can do. And you don't think that pisses me off? You don't think that that drives me nuts? But I'm going to stay in the fight. I'm going to figure it out. And we're going to get something done. I don't know what it is right now. But I'm trying. So, pound away if you must, if that makes you feel better. But I want you to know who I am and what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to get a job done. I'm not a politician. I'm sure somebody will have some comments on that. I'm trying to take everybody's opinion, respect everybody's opinion. Isn't that a crazy, novel idea? So, there's a lot happening out there. I ask you to bring the energy and the emotion down so that nothing stupid happens. If you know of somebody who's getting stupid, bring them down. We need to. I'm not saying that everything's rosy out there and we don't need to fix anything. We got a lot of crap to fix. We do. There's an old saying, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Well, I'm here. I'm doing the best I can. And I don't plan on going anywhere. So please support me. I want to hear from you. Maybe not this way, but this way. And I'll continue to do the best I can. And I hope cooler heads regain control here. Doesn't mean we stop. It just means we bring that level down. I got state police patrolling all over out there. Why? Just because. And there's people that are working in that Capitol that are just folks doing their job and they want to go home tonight safe and sound. But they're worried because of these keyboard pounders. You never know who's out there. And so we've got state police swarming the place. That's not right. That's not good. So everybody, please, bring it down. Say your prayers. Pray for me. Pray for our leaders. Pray for this country. And I will do the same for you. I hope that makes sense. Have a good night.